class. I am Lalita Singh and you are going to study science with me in class 7. Today we are discussing our 12th chapter that is called Transportation in Animals and Plant. This is our second video on this topic. In last video we have studied about circulatory system, how circulation take place in case of small microorganisms, and we have also learned about circulatory system of humans. Types of blood we have studied about: arteries, veins, capillary. These all things we have already discussed. Now today we are going to discuss about circulation, working of heart and circulation of blood. This has been dealt out in the last video as well. You can see over here. This is the heart having 4 chamber. This half of the heart is known as auricle, whereas this rest of the heart, lower part of the heart, is known as ventricle. They are separated from each other by the presence of septum. Over here you can see a valve which is separating or which is slitting the which is the open through which auricles are open into the ventricle. Auricles are open into the ventricle. This valve open like a door which prevent the backflow of the blood. This way blood cannot flow. Understood? Now see how circulation take place. We will start from heart. Heart, this right auricle receive the blood from all the body cells. So it is used blood which is not having oxygen. Now the blood get transferred from this part to the second part, that is called right ventricle. Now the blood when come over here, the blood is pushed out to the pulmonary artery. It is called artery because it is taking the blood away from the heart and it is taking the blood toward the lung. That is why it is called pulmonary artery. Clear? It is pulmonary artery. So pulmonary arteries are taking the blood to the lungs over here and here. You can see. Now pulmonary artery take the lungs away from the heart toward the lungs, and now lungs in lungs the blood get oxygenated and return back to pulmonary vein. Now this vein collect the blood and pass it to the left auricle. From left auricle the blood is pushed into the left ventricle, and from left ventricle the blood is pushed out to the aorta. Now aorta let the blood pass to all the body cell over here. Now the blood is getting used and again the blood is flowing through the veins. It is getting collected through the veins. And now the blood is again coming to the right auricle. In this way the whole process is going to take place and blood flow like this. Understood? This is the flow of blood in case of human. You will see that in one complete circulation of blood enter into heart 2 times. First from the veins and second time from the pulmonary vein. Second time through pulmonary vein. In one circulation, in one complete circulation, blood enter into heart 2 times. That is why circulation of blood in case of human is called double circulation. Next topic is heartbeat and heart sound. The rhythmic contraction and relaxation of auricle and ventricle create a sound which is known as heartbeat. The rhythmic contraction, first auricle get contracted and the next phase the ventricle get contracted. When auricle is in contracted condition, ventricle is in relaxed condition. When ventricle is in contracted condition, then auricle is in relaxed condition. In this way one muscle get contracted and other muscle get relaxed. Okay, this create the opening and closing of valve which is present in the heart create a sound which is known as heartbeat. Human heart beats like about 72 times per minute. Human heart beat about 72 times per minute. One heartbeat include one diastole and one systole. Now, what is diastole and what is systole? A phase of relaxation of heart muscle and general pause is diastole. A phase in which heart muscle is quite relaxed and there is a pause, okay, is known as diastole. When you will hear the lub-dub sound of the heartbeat, you will feel a pause area as well. Lub-dub, lub-dub. Okay, there is a pause and it is also coming inside the diastole. Now, second is systole. A phase of contractions of heart muscle is known as systole. When the heart muscle is in contracted condition, it is known as systole. Okay, you can hear the lub-dub sound by placing your ear in the chest region of your friend. Okay, now during diastole, heart receive blood, and during systole, first arteria contract to push the blood into ventricle and then ventricle contract to push the blood into vessel. Okay, during diastole, both artery and ventricle is in relaxed condition, whereas in systolic condition, what happened? First arteria contact, then get relaxed, and at the time arteria when get relaxed, then ventricle contract to push the blood. Okay, when arteria push the blood is passes to the ventricle. When ventricle push the blood, it is passed to their respective blood vessel. For example, if we talk about the right ventricle, it passes the blood to the pulmonary artery, whereas left ventricle it passes the blood to the aorta. Okay, thus contraction of arterial chamber and then ventricle chamber are the two phases of heartbeat. These two phases of heartbeat can be heard as lub-dub sound. The sound of heartbeat is caused due to contractions of muscle and shutting down the valve which is preventing the backflow of blood. Okay, in lub phase, ventricle contract and cuspid valve close, whereas in dub phase, pulmonary and aortic valve are closed. Okay, a normal heart repeat these lub-dub sound about 72 times per minute. Doctor use a special instrument that is called a stethoscope to hear the lub-dub sound. You can also use this stethoscope to hear the lub-dub sound, and we can also make them on our own. Over here in activity 3, the process of making stethoscope is discussed. Okay, for this activity, to performing this activity, we need a small funnel, a rubber tube of 50 centimeter length, and a balloon and a rubber band. Okay, now what we have to do? We have to take the funnel and fix the rubber tube on the stem of the funnel like this. Okay, now stretch the balloon on the mouth of the funnel and fix it with the rubber band. Just simple like that. Now what you have to do is place open end of the tube on one of your ear and mouth of the funnel at your near your chest region. Okay, so that you can hear your own heartbeat. Now in activity number 4, what we have to do? To find out the whether rate of heartbeat remain unchanged. Okay, for this you need to count the number of heartbeat in 1 minute when you are at resting or sitting or relaxing condition. Then you can also do the same when you are you have run for 4 to 5 minutes. Okay, in several other condition you can also test your heartbeat to know that does heartbeat change with your physical condition. Then you will find the answer that yes, heartbeat also get changed when you are performing some kind of exercise, when you are excited, when you are in fear. Okay, even when you are ill, the heartbeat get changed. Next is we have finished up to circulation. Okay, in up to the point which we have taught, circulation is almost finished. Now we have to enter into the second phase of the chapter, that is called excretion in animal. Excretion means removal of waste material from the body. Circulation bring out the waste material to a particular part of the body from where it get excreted out. Okay, numerous biochemical reaction occur around the clock or in all living organism. They produce a variety of waste product like carbon dioxide, ammonia and other nitrogenous compound. They all accumulated in the body. Okay, if we will not remove them, then they will become poisonous and can even kill us. Okay, so we need to remove them. The process of removing toxic waste from the body is called excretion. Clear? And the organ system that help to remove these waste material are called excretory organ. Now just see over here in the table, type of body waste. The first type of body waste is gaseous. Gaseous example carbon dioxide, and it is produced through respiration, cellular respiration, and removed through respiratory system. Okay, now solid waste, feces, which is a result of some particular food which is not digested in our body, and we need to excrete them out through digestive system. Now chemical waste like water, salt, urea, etc., they are removed out from the body through excretory system in the form of urine and sweat. Clear? Now we are going to study about excretory system in human being. Just see over here. This is the picture of excretory system in human being. Kidney. Yes, kidney is the part of the excretory system which help us to remove all the waste from the blood. Okay, so that we can be healthy. These are brown color bean shaped organ. You can see over here it is bean shaped organ. These are the kidney. Okay, we are having a pair of kidney and either of them are present on both sides of the backbone. Okay, they are present in the abdominal cavity on either side of backbone. Each kidney has a large number of coiled tubule called nephron. Over here you can see the cutted section of the kidney. Okay, it is the cutted section of kidney. The upper part of the kidney, which is having this structure, is known as cortex, whereas the middle part of the kidney, which is having lots of pyramid like structure, it is known as medulla. Understood? You can see this is cortex and the red portion over here is medulla. Understood? Now this cortex have a large number of nephron over here. All the bud-like structure which is present over here, these are representing a nephron. Nephron is the structural as well as functional unit of the kidney. Means it is the nephron which filter the blood. Okay, nephron is over here. See, lots of nephron is present, and these nephrons, just see over here, only one nephron has been drawn over here, and these nephron help to filter the blood and remove all the nitrogenous waste from the body. Just here. Okay, these nephron helps to remove all the nitrogenous waste and all the toxic substances from the body, and they are removed out from the body in the form of urine. Actually, what happened in the kidney? The renal artery bring blood to the kidney and renal veins take it away. See over here? Each kidney are provided with a red and blue blood veins. Okay, and both of red and blue blood veins are connected with the both of kidney. Okay, and this vein is called renal vein and this artery is called renal artery. The red one is called renal artery, whereas the blue one is called renal vein. Okay, so renal artery bring the blood into the kidney, and later on they have reached to the nephron. Okay, over here you can see this red blood vessel which is going inside the cup-like shape of nephron. This cup-like shape of nephron is known as Foramen capsule. Over here we are having a network of capillary through which the
waste material get filtered inside this long tubule which is known as proximal convoluted tubule. Okay, this proximal convoluted tubule receive all the waste material. Later on, the waste material get passed through this loop of Henle. Okay, and they return back to the distal convoluted tubule. Okay, what happened over here? The blood which is present in the Warman capsule, okay, blood capillary which is present in the Warman capsule, okay, from it all the waste material get released in proximal convoluted tubule, and later on they pass through loop of Henle and then distal convoluted tubule. While the waste material is passing through the proximal convoluted tubule to distal convoluted tubule, all the required material which has been needed by our body get absorbed, because when the blood filter, not only waste material but some useful material also get filtered, and the useful material get absorbed by loop of Henle up to distal convoluted tubule. Okay, and later on the waste material which has not been filtered out, they are collected in the collecting duct. You can see lots of collecting duct are present over here. Okay, lots of collecting duct are present over here. You can see some blue line, some red line. Okay, this pyramid over here, this pyramid like structure is actually having a bunch of collecting duct. It is having a bunch of collecting duct. Clear? Now see, this pyramid, okay, this pyramid having some holes at the bottom through which all the waste material which have been filtered from the blood pass to the ureter. It has been passed to the ureter. See over here. Now all the filter waste material from this white portion get collected into ureter, and then later on through ureter they have been passed through to the urinary bladder. The small oval shaped structure over here is urinary bladder. Okay, all the waste material which has been filtered through kidney are now transferred to the urinary bladder, and from it get excreted out in the form of urine. So basically the filtration is done by nephron. Filtration is done by nephron. Nephron is the one responsible to perform filtration, and lots of collecting duct which is present over here in the shape of pyramid. They pass the waste material into ureter, and from ureter it is passed to the urinary bladder. Okay. When this urinary bladder get filled with urine, it is finally disposed of by urinary opening located at the end of urethra. This urethra is a muscular tube which helps to remove the waste material or filtrate of the kidney. Okay, see over here in this diagram, every part of the excretory system is very clear. Kidney, bean shaped kidney, renal artery, renal vein, urinary bladder, urethra, and opening, urinary opening. Clear? What happened? Kidney filter the blood, and the waste material has been passed through the ureter, okay, to urinary bladder, and from urinary bladder the waste material has been removed out from the body. Understood? Next, an examination of urine can give you the additional information about your body. Okay, body condition means if a patient is having sugar or pus cell, okay, or urea or other material in their urine, it is indicating that some of the organ of the body is not functioning properly. The presence of sugar in urine indicate the person is suffering from diabetes and sugar level in the blood has been increased due to low level of insulin. Insulin is very much needed by the body to absorb glucose. That is why if the blood is having more amount of sugar, it means body is having less amount of insulin, and that condition is called diabetes. Okay, means whenever the person urinate, lots of amount of sugar molecule will be urinated as well along with urine. Excess of urea or uric acid is an indication of malfunctions of kidney. If kidney is not properly functioning, it means urea and uric acid has not been completely removed from the body, and this will create a great problem for us. Now, we have 4.5 to 5.5 liter of blood circulating in our body. Blood passes through each kidney 400 times. Kidney clean all the blood in our body in every 30 minutes. About 200 liter of blood is filtered by each kidney per day, and 1.5 to 2 liter of urine is excreted in 24 hours. Means we excrete approximately 1.5 or 2 liters urine every day. Urine contains 95% of water, 2.5% of urea, and 2.5% of other waste material. Okay, so in this way urine help us to keep healthy. Dialysis is the separation of larger molecule from the smaller one in their solution with the help of semi-permeable membrane. Semi-permeable means the membrane which can let pass some of the molecule but not all of them. Okay, human being have two kidney. If one of the kidney get damaged, the other kidney can work and can fulfill all the excretory need. But if a person is with both of the kidney damaged, if a person has both of their kidney damaged condition, the person will not be able to survive because of the accumulation of toxic waste in the body. Therefore, the nitrogenous waste from the blood are periodically removed by artificial kidney called dialysis machine. You can see this is the dialysis machine which help to remove the wastage from a body from the person body whose kidney is not function properly. Okay, now see over here, this dialysis machine is in used. Okay, the wire coming from or tubes coming from the dialysis machines are connected with the person to filter their blood, and after filtration the blood can be get returned into the body. All the blood from the body are removed with the help of this pipe in the machinery. It get filtered and then again it is returned back to the person. This is called dialysis or cleaning of blood with the help of machine. Okay, it is artificial dialysis. Start with activity 5, in which we are going to test the sample of urine for presence of glucose. To perform this activity, we need a sample of urine, a test tube, a burner, a dropper, and Benedict solution. Okay, to perform this activity, we need to have a test tube in which we have kept some amount of urine sample, and then we will add Benedict solution in it. Okay, then warm it properly. If there is any color change, observe it carefully. Now observe, if a green precipitate appear which turn orange or brick red, the presence of glucose in the urine is confirmed. Means the person who is suffering from diabetes. Clear? Now activity 6 is to demonstrate dialysis by using egg membrane. To perform this activity, we need a egg, a Thistle funnel. This is called Thistle funnel. Okay, a Thistle funnel, a beaker, a capillary tube, a piece of thread, a stand, diluted hydrochloric acid, distilled water, 2 test tube, Benedict solution, and a solution of glucose and urea. These all things are needed to perform this activity. Now, this activity is done in step by manner. First, we need to prepare a egg membrane. Okay, make a hole at the narrow end of the egg and empty its content. What we have to do? We have to make a narrow end at one end of the egg to make it empty. Now insert a capillary tube in the hole and tie the end tightly with the piece of thread. Okay, what we have to do? We have to attach a capillary tube inside the egg and we will tie it properly. Understood? Now immerse the egg in diluted hydrochloric acid solution in a beaker and leave it till the cell dissolve. Wash the membrane and use it for the experiment. Means when we have kept the egg into the acid, the eggshell will get dissolved and inner thin membrane will remain on the capillary tube. Clear? In this way we have prepared a semi-permeable membrane. This all has done to prepare a semi-permeable membrane. We have prepared the semi-permeable membrane with the help of egg. Okay, now next is setting up the experiment. For this we will take a thistle funnel, close its mouth with the help of egg membrane. Means this thistle funnel mouth is already closed with the help of egg membrane. Now we will fill the funnel with the solution of glucose and urea. We will fill it with the solution of glucose and urea. Place the funnel in a beaker containing distilled water. Means this beaker is containing distilled water, whereas this thistle funnel is having glucose along with urea. Understood? Now fix the funnel to stand as shown in the figure and mark the level of solution in the stem of funnel. We will mark the level of solution in the thistle funnel and then we will leave this full on setup for 1 hour. Okay, now what we have to do in third step? In third step we will collect the sample from the beaker in 2 test tube A and test tube B. If in the test tube A, test for the presence of glucose with the help of Benedict solution, and in test tube B we will add few drops of alkaline hypobromite solution to test the presence of urea. Clear? If brisk effervescence result, then urea is present in it. Effervescence means smell. Okay, now observation. Water level in the thistle funnel has increased. Water in the 2 sample gives positive test for the presence of glucose and urea. Clear? Water level in thistle funnel has been increased. Thistle funnel have absorbed more water due to diffusion. Okay, and the water which is present in the beaker, they provide positive test for glucose and urea. From this activity, we can conclude that glucose and urea have diffused into water. In the same fashion, when blood flow through cellophane tube in a dialysis machine, urea and glucose diffuse out of the blood into the dialysis fluid to clear the blood out. Okay, next is other organ of excretion. Other organ of excretion includes skin, okay, lungs, liver and large intestine. So we will start with the skin. This is the VS of skin, having showing different part of the skin, like this is the hair part, okay, and this is the root hair. Now over here we are having sweat gland. This is sweat gland. Of course we are having blood vessels as well, and this is the receptor. When someone touch you, you feel it with the help of receptor. So these are sensory receptor over here. These are the part present on the skin. Sweat gland in the skin remove water, salt and urea from the body. Okay, blood flowing through the blood capillary in the skin, having all of these things, water, sweat and urea. These are excreted out from the skin. They open on the surface of the skin by tiny pores. You can see over here. These are called sweat gland, and these are the pores to release the sweat. Clear? From these pores, this sweat comes out of the skin and make the surface wet. Now, next is lungs. They remove carbon dioxide that we have already studied in respiration. Okay, next is liver cell. Liver cell convert ammonia into urea, which is less toxic in nature. Urea is removed from the kidney. Now next is large intestine. It remove undigested food material from the body. Food residue which is not digested in the body are removed from the large intestine. Okay, understood? Now sweating means to remove water and salt from the body, from the blood, and of course it control the body temperature as well. In summer, when we feel hot due to external heat, sweating and evaporation of the sweat make the body cool down. Which sweat evaporate from the body surface. Evaporation need heat energy, and that heat energy is provided from the body. That is why we feel cold when there is evaporation of the sweat. And as the water is released in the form of sweat, of course we feel thirsty during summer because we have lost water in the form of salt. Up to now class, we have finished excretion in animal. Okay, now next topic is transport of substances in plant, that we will deal in our next video. Until then, have a nice day everyone.